The digital world watched with bated breath as the fate of TikTok hung precariously. The app, known for its viral dance challenges, comedic skits, and creative content, had become a cultural phenomenon. The popular short-form video app, a favorite among millions, faced an impending ban in the United States. This potential ban was not just a minor inconvenience. It threatened to disrupt the daily lives of countless users and content creators who had built their careers on the platform. Then, in a sudden turn of events, President Trump signed an executive order. This order was a significant development in the ongoing saga, providing a temporary solution to a complex issue. The order brought a 75-day reprieve, delaying the ban and offering TikTok a glimmer of hope. For many, this was a moment of relief, a chance to continue enjoying the app while the details were worked out. The news reverberated through the tech world, leaving many to wonder about the future of the app and its impact on the social media landscape. Tech analysts and industry experts began to speculate on the potential outcomes and what this could mean for other apps facing similar scrutiny. This wasn't just a stay of execution, it was a bold proposition. The executive order opened the door for negotiations and potential deals that could reshape the digital landscape. President Trump suggested that the US government should own a 50% stake in TikTok's US operations. This proposal was unprecedented and sparked a heated debate among policymakers, tech companies, and the public. This unprecedented move aimed to address the national security concerns that fueled the initial ban while keeping the platform accessible to its massive user base in the United States. The idea was to create a balance between protecting national interests and preserving the freedom of expression and creativity that TikTok represented. As the world watched, the future of TikTok remained uncertain. But one thing was clear. The conversation about digital security and global tech influence had only just begun. The proposal for US government ownership of TikTok sent shockwaves through the tech industry and beyond. This unprecedented move raised numerous questions about the future of social media and the role of government in regulating technology. Some saw it as a pragmatic solution, a way to mitigate security risks while preserving a popular platform. They argued that government oversight could ensure data privacy and protect national security without disrupting the user experience. Others viewed it with skepticism, questioning the government's role in owning a stake in a social media company. Critics feared it could set a dangerous precedent, leading to increased government control over private enterprises and potential censorship. The legal implications of such a move were immediately apparent. Legal scholars and analysts began dissecting the proposal, examining its compatibility with existing laws and regulations. Legal experts argued that President Trump's executive order might not supersede existing legislation requiring TikTok's parent company, ByteDance, to sell the app. They pointed out that the executive order could face significant legal challenges in court. Congressman Tom Cotton, a vocal critic of TikTok, highlighted potential legal challenges from various entities. He emphasized the need for a thorough review of the legal framework governing such actions. The situation was complex, with legal experts debating the validity of a retroactive 90-day extension for the sale of TikTok based on the existing law. They discussed whether the government had the authority to enforce such a measure, and what the potential consequences could be for the tech industry and international relations. The legal and congressional battle lines were quickly drawn. Opponents of the proposed government ownership argued that it set a dangerous precedent, blurring the lines between the public and private sectors. They feared it could lead to censorship or government influence over content. Proponents, however, maintained that the national security risks posed by TikTok's data collection practices warranted extraordinary measures. They argued that government ownership was a necessary step to safeguard user data and prevent potential foreign influence. The debate raged on with no easy answers in sight. Amidst the legal and political turmoil, TikTok found itself in a precarious position. The app, which had become a cultural phenomenon, was now at the center of a geopolitical tug-of-war. Governments around the world were scrutinizing its data practices, and the US was no exception. The Trump administration had previously attempted to ban the app, citing national security concerns. This led to a series of legal battles and public protests, with users and influencers rallying to save their beloved platform. The app had been restored, but its future remained uncertain. Users continued to create and share content, but the looming threat of another ban cast a shadow over the community. many wondered if their digital lives would be disrupted once again. The uncertainty also affected businesses that relied on TikTok for marketing and engagement, causing a ripple effect across various industries. Oracle and Akamai, two US tech giants, resumed their support for TikTok, stepping in to provide the necessary infrastructure to keep the app running smoothly. Their involvement was seen as a potential lifeline, offering a semblance of stability in an otherwise volatile situation. However, questions remained about the long-term viability of this arrangement. But other major players like Apple and Google remained cautious, citing legal risks. These tech behemoths were wary of getting entangled in the legal complexities surrounding TikTok. Their hesitance added another layer of uncertainty, as their platforms were crucial for TikTok's distribution and accessibility. Without their full support, TikTok's operational capabilities could be severely hampered. TikTok CEO Shouzi Chu cautiously welcomed President Trump's efforts, expressing hope for a resolution that would allow the app to continue operating in the US. He emphasized the company's commitment to transparency and user privacy, aiming to rebuild trust with both the public and regulators. His statements were a mix of optimism and caution, reflecting the delicate balance the company had to maintain, expressing hope for a resolution that would allow the app to continue operating in the US. The community of creators and users remained hopeful, continuing to produce content that entertained and informed millions. Despite the challenges, TikTok's vibrant culture persisted, showcasing the resilience of its user base. However, experts warned that the legal shield provided to partners like Oracle and Akamai might not hold up in court. Legal analysts pointed out that the agreements in place were unprecedented and could be challenged on various grounds. The uncertainty of the legal landscape made it difficult to predict the app's future with any degree of confidence. The fate of TikTok, once a symbol of global digital culture, hung in the balance. As the world watched, the app's journey became a testament to the complexities of modern technology and international relations. The outcome would not only affect TikTok but also set a precedent for how digital platforms navigate geopolitical challenges in the future. Section 5. National security concerns, the driving force. At the heart of the TikTok saga lay deep-seated concerns about national security. US officials had long expressed anxieties about TikTok's potential for data collection and the possibility of the Chinese government influencing the platform's content. The app's vast user base and its access to a treasure trove of personal data raised alarm bells. Critics argued that this data could be exploited for espionage, propaganda, or even to manipulate public opinion. The proposed US government ownership aimed to address these concerns by ensuring that user data remained within US borders and out of the reach of foreign governments. Section 6. China's response, a shift in stance. China, for its part, had initially condemned the Trump administration's actions against TikTok, calling them protectionist and unfair. However, as the situation evolved, there were subtle signs of a potential shift in China's stance. Chinese Foreign Ministry spokeswoman Mao Ning stated that business decisions should be made independently according to market principles. This statement, while seemingly neutral, hinted at a possible easing of China's previously rigid opposition to the sale of TikTok's US operations. Section 7. The future of social media in America. The TikTok saga had far-reaching implications for the future of social media in the United States. It exposed the growing tensions between the US and China in the digital realm, highlighting the challenges of regulating global tech companies. The case also raised fundamental questions about data privacy, national security, and the role of government in the tech sector. It underscored the need for clear regulatory frameworks that could address these complex issues while fostering innovation and protecting user rights. Section 8. Awaiting the next act. As the 75-day reprieve ticked away, the world watched and waited for the next act in the TikTok saga. Would a deal be struck? Would the ban be reinstated? Would the US government become a social media mogul? The answers to these questions remained elusive. The fate of TikTok, once a lighthearted platform for dance videos and viral trends, had become a high-stakes geopolitical drama, a testament to the intertwined nature of technology, politics, and national security in the digital age. Section 9. A digital battleground. The TikTok ban and the subsequent developments served as a stark reminder that the digital world had become a battleground for geopolitical rivalry. The lines between national security and economic interests were increasingly blurred, and tech companies found themselves caught in the crossfire. The TikTok saga was just one chapter in a much larger story, a story about the struggle for technological dominance, the protection of national interests, and the future of the internet itself.